the other day I was talking with a friend of mine, and she saw a picture of me from high school. And she decided to make fun of me for it because, you know, I got the old Canadian tuxedo rocking, the denim from head to toe. And she was teasing me about it. And it's like, hey, I was like 15. I had to wear whatever my mom bought me. I did not have a choice in the matter. And she's like, oh, don't lie. You know your mom still dresses you now. I'm like, hell no! I tell her what to buy me now. That's right. I didn't choose the thug life, people. They chose me. Oh, my Lord. Okay, what are my clean jokes that I have? This is fun to work on. So, I do ride the bus everywhere. That's a lot of fun. Not really, but we're going to pretend that. It's interesting in a way. You find out a lot of different things when you ride the bus on a regular basis. One, turns out riding the bus makes you a prime target for Jehovah's Witnesses and Mormons. They don't go door to door anymore. They go bus stop to bus stop because you can hide in your house. You can't hide at the bus stop. And you can't go anywhere because you're stuck there. You're waiting for the bus. And they know this. And they always have the same pickup line when you're at the bus stop, too. It's always, oh, you look like you could use some reading material.
Oh, God.
Well, I was reading Game of Thrones, but this 3-month-old copy of The Watchtower entirely in Spanish is way better, thank you. That and it's weird when I ride the bus, I realize it brings out the worst in people. I'm a pretty friendly guy, normally. But when I'm doing the whole bus thing, I don't know. It's like I collapse into myself like a dying star every time I get on and I can't interact with humans anymore. And everybody's got the same thought process when they're riding the bus. You start eyeballing everything and it's like, oh God, please don't let any of these loser bus riders talk to me. Because you're that special snowflake. Everybody else, they're losers. Me, I'm on it just because of bad circumstances. I'm getting out of this. This isn't going to be forever. But I don't know. It's funny too because here's where I realized I was a horrible, horrible human being. When I started getting angry every time I saw like someone in a wheelchair getting on the bus because I know it's going to make me like slightly late to wherever I'm going. It wouldn't be that bad if it was just normal, but it always seems like it's like their first day in a wheelchair when they get on it. It's the same situation where they get on, and then the bus driver's like, all right, let's have you pull forward a little bit here. All right, that was a trash can, a little too forward. Let's back up here. Okay, a little far. Let's try back, going forward again. That was a trash can again. That goes on for about 5 hours while you're trying to get somewhere. And the other thing I realize is I start like silently judging how disabled they look too. Or it's just eyeballing it like, oh, you're just fat. That isn't even fair. You don't get special parking spots and a cool little cart that you run my feet over with everywhere just because you don't want to work out anymore. Even I work out from time to time. It's a shock, I know. I actually tried yoga a few times. A little bit disappointed I haven't learned how to spit fireballs or teleport yet. But hey, maybe that's on the advanced DVD. Anyway, yes, Jordan, that was a Street Fighter reference. Very good. Speaking of Jordan, let's get your comedy show started here. Y'all ready? All right, your first comic coming to the stage is a good friend of mine. Give it up for Jordan Parker.
Go ahead. Yeah, awkward hugs and lukewarm enthusiasm. I love it. Gosh, I guess I had to cross out a lot of material because children showed up. So let's see. Okay, so let's see how this goes. I'm looking to open up a. I'm looking to open up a bar. Because I mean, who likes to drink? Does anyone? I mean, I know it's much more passionate, but you can't. Like, well, yeah, that's all I do. I wanna open up a bar, and it's for someone like me. It's you go in and There's beautiful, beautiful women everywhere who share your interests and they're people you could get together with. They sit down with you, they talk to you, they peer into your soul, and this is someone you want to be with. And then some douche named Trey comes over with a trucker hat and sweeps her off her feet and takes her into another room and starts kissing her passionately, but there's a one-way mirror, so she can't tell how devastated you are by what you're seeing. I call it the friend zone. And then afterwards she comes out crying because he's such a jerk, and she says, I need you right now, come with me. So she takes you into a bedroom, she lays you down, and you watch The Notebook together. And as she explains to you, gosh, you're so nice, why can't I find a guy like you? And then you die inside. So why? So speaking on something that's totally not at all related to this, my friend Jenna came to visit me this weekend, and you know, you cannot bring a single Jewish girl to a Jewish family event because you will get stupid questions from your family. I'm Jewish, you can't tell because the blonde thing, and you know, they'll immediately ask you three things when they sniff out a single Jewish girl. One, why are you dating? Two, why aren't you dating? Three, don't worry, Jordan, I'll have a nice talk with her, we'll straighten this out. And I really wish that was satire. It wasn't, because he did ask her. And that's, you know, and I have to say thank you, because nothing I love more than reminding me why somebody, you know, has chosen to date everyone else but me, but I get to be her friend, which I love, you know. I'm not at all bitter, and she's not at all representative of my deep-seated fear that I'm going to be passed over by douchebags and losers who happen to be prettier than me. Not at all bitter. So, on a truly unrelated note, I don't want to say that if you're a Republican, you're a terrible person who doesn't deserve to have an opinion, but you really don't deserve to have an opinion, because everything you believe can be disproved by Google. Last week, a couple weeks ago, we came out with a poll that said, who was at fault for the response to Hurricane Katrina? I don't know if anyone saw this, but 27% said George Bush, 44% said not sure, 29% said Barack Obama. Now, some of you will say, now, Jordan, he wasn't president during that time. Obviously, you all don't know anything about his Kenyan Marxist time machine and his evil weather control machine. I mean, is it any coincidence that Bush screwed up a hurricane while there was a hurricane right before the election? I'm not saying it makes sense. I'm just saying things and hoping that you get what I'm saying. So that means 73% when Louisiana Republicans asked the question, whose fault was it? They're like, well, on one hand, Bush was president. He appointed a guy whose only experience running emergency management was managing horses. Or Barack Obama. Nah, I'd like to blame Barack Obama. Just like the deficit, just like the war, everything. Except Syria. We can blame him on that, what he's about to do. So, I was about to say a bad word, but I have to keep it in. Flower him. Flower him to hell. Let's just say that. And, I have other jokes, but, you know, they're children.
Jordan Parker, everybody! So, there went like half of our audience when they realized comedy was happening there. Thanks, Obama. All right, we're just keep this rolling and see what happens next. Give it up for Anthony Ryan.
Is it battered? I got a bunch of people already. Next month.
Hey guys,
What's up?
my name is Anthony Ryan.
Woo!
Thank you for coming out. Please give yourself an applause. Please, please. You know, I cried this morning. I looked at myself in the mirror. I realized I'm not another piece of shit.
Hey, kids.
You know, I go down to the strip club every Friday and I give my friend's mom $40. Okay, my friend's in a bad time. I'm helping them out. What are you people doing? At an open mic, not laughing? I'm almost embarrassed to be here with you guys. So I pretty much screen all my jokes through this older woman in my screenwriting class. She's a real tough bitch. Now, every good screenwriter needs a tough bitch. The catch-22 boys in the game. You can't sell a script if you've never sold one. Okay? So I have sex with her. She buys me video games. She sends me to pick up her new prescription. That's always weird. I don't know if you guys ever seen an elderly woman overdose on Oxycontin. Anthony! Anthony! So, can I get 2 volunteers up here, please? I got a little something. Come on, somebody come up, please. Please, can somebody please come up?
Brian.
I got something going on. I need 2 people. 2 people, please. 2 people. Please, somebody. Somebody, please.
I'm part of something.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please stand over here. Oh, I got the light already. Oh, god damn it. Okay, so girls, okay, you're raising a kid. There's a kid in the room. Listen to me right now. Kids, they're growing up really quick, okay? They're taking photos of themselves, and you need to monitor this because they're getting used to photos and they're sending nudes at an early age, okay? So if you guys can please applaud me when I take my seat, can you guys just go, woo? Can you do that? Woo. Woo. Okay, when I take a seat, just keep on doing that. Okay, now you see in 5 years when the girl is of age, Daddy's jacking off to her on his favorite porn website. Oh, Daddy's jacking off.
You're done.
Oh.
Not trying to be a dick, but come on, dude.
Yay!
Okay, so when I say there's kids in the audience, that doesn't mean xylophone masturbation jokes, guys. Seriously, we gotta be somewhat responsible here, okay? If that's a problem, you can leave. We good? Who's ready for your next comic then? All right, next guy coming to the stage is a funny guy. Give it up for Sebastian Tawa.
All right, hello everyone.
Alright.
So I am aware that we have kids here.
Thank you.
What are your names?
My name's Isabel.
Isabel.
What were they? I didn't hear.
Isabel?
Isabel?
Yeah, that's my name.
Meant to be?
Yes, meant to be.
That's funny because
My mommy's name.
there's a comedian named Just Be who hangs out with us. I'm going to give you little girls a little bit of advice on adults. You should know that adults, how do I say this nicely? Everything they tell you is a lie.
That is not true.
Case in point. Have your parents or an adult ever told you when you're complaining that life is not fair? Yeah, she's heard it. Guess what? Adults complain that life is not fair all the time.
Yep.
In fact, they do it more than anyone you'll ever meet.
Isabel.
Or have they ever told you that you need to share? Ever told you that? Well, next time they tell you that, ask them why they won't share their country with Mexicans.
But
No, my parents lied to me a lot when I was a kid. That's how I figured it out. See, I got kind of lucky because I was born into 3 different cultures. My dad's Lebanese, my mom's French, but I grew up here. And so different cultures have different lies that are okay to tell kids. But my parents didn't realize that, and so my dad would tell me something, and I'd be like, well, Mom said this, and then my mom and dad said this, and then they were like, oh, we gotta tell this one the truth. You know, the choice, you know. Alright, anyways. So I hope that was educational. Parents, I will educate you too. Your kids cuss all the time at school. I know because I was one when I was a kid. And we knew. Just don't do it when there's adults around because they'll get mad. So, have you ever seen fantasy movies? Well, I'm sure you've seen them. But anyone here like fantasy movies?
Woo!
You like fantasy movies? Like Lord of the Rings? Jimmy loves them. See, I don't really understand fantasy movies. Because they have magic, but they have horrible lives. And surely if you have magic, you have good lives. Right? They're living in the Middle Ages always. Like, the most uneducated time in human history. It's like, you have magic? Don't you have a toilet at least? Plumbing? A bicycle? You couldn't figure out a bicycle? What's the magic part? And then it's like always forbidden magic. They're not allowed to use it, right? It's like, well, what's the point of it? We can't use it. Help us out. You know? But then it's forbidden for the whole movie. Like in the Lord of the Rings, magic was forbidden for 3 movies that are 3-hour long until the very end, and then they just use magic and solve the problem. You're like, you could have just done that in the beginning. Because there were no consequences. You know, you're expecting, oh, they said it's forbidden, so now he got desperate, he had to use magic. All right, what are the bad consequences? And there were no, just, oh, and now everybody's happy. Why didn't you just do that at the beginning? A bunch of people died. What are you doing? There's no consequences. What's the point of the rule? All right, I got the light. Thanks for listening. Thanks for coming out. Bring up your host.
Sebastian Chawa. Give it up. Okay. Keep this moving right along. Your next comic coming to the stage. Give it for Brian Mighty Water.
Is that really your name?
Oh, Spacebar Cafe. I absolutely adore it here. I absolutely adore it every time I come here. But I got a few things I'm gonna reveal about this place. I'm always looking back there, and Marvin, you always look like you're getting away with something a little bit. You're just so jolly. You always look like you're getting away with something, and I found out what you're getting away with. All right, you guys think we're all in a cafe / bar / community outreach program? But no, we're a space station.
You mean Spacebar?
No,
Spacebar.
we're in a space station. The man with the microphone says it, so it has to be true. And I'm gonna tell you why this place is a space station. Look over there. Those people, they're obviously alien cult members trapped inside of a vase. Look over there. Waves don't look like that. Look over there. That woman, obviously an alien. And how does he do this? How does Marvin hold us all here without us even knowing? I know how he does it. Right when you walk into those doors, you're hit with laughing gas. You slowly ooze into a gentle sleep. And then your molecules are ripped apart. You're shot through a tube that hasn't been cleaned for over 2 years. But it's okay, because just molecules go through there. You don't really have to clean it very often. And right when your molecules sew themselves back together and you're sitting comfortably in your seat, Marvin gives you delicious acai smoothies and you don't even care. I love you, Marvin. This place is awesome. I got something that's not so awesome though. Now, when I was just a wee boy, like you are wee girls, I used to not care where my boogers went. I used to just put them on my sleeve. I didn't give a gosh darn. I didn't even put them on my pants. I was absolutely filthy. I had a wall where I would take all my boogers and I would put them on the wall and I let them harden to a point where they would make smiley face pictures because I was a budding artist, even at that young age. But now, you need to be a little bit more careful about where you put your boogers. I'm sorry. That's just what's going to have to happen when you guys get older. Booger responsibility. Now, I really don't want to admit this. I really don't. It's one of my deepest, darkest secrets. I have to admit that I feed all my boogers to my dog.
Aww.
I feed them all to her. They're salty. She loves them. She can't get enough of them. And the worst thing is I don't feel that bad about it. I don't want my guests to step on boogers. Why would I want that to happen? I'm a good person.
You just want them to get kisses from a dog who eats boogers.
Exactly. I want them to get kissed with booger breath. And thank you very much. My set was brought to you by your nose.
But one more time for Brian Mighty Water. That is his real name, or we'll never know. These guys change their names all the time when they come out here. Okay, moving it right along. Your next comic coming to the stage is a funny guy. Give it up for Matt Blag. You guys are still clapping. That is an accomplishment in itself. Yay. Still have energy. Okay. My friend told me I look like Jesus. Then he saw me step on a nail and he was like, now you're trying too hard. He's retarded. I'm unemployed. Surprise! I'm unemployed. I don't know. I think I reached a new level of unemployedness last week. This is what happened to me. I made a purchase of $4 in chips. Expensive chips, by the way. Made a $4 purchase of chips. And then I had to get it verified. Like, they called me. It was like, was that you buying chips? And it's very insulting, you know what I mean? Because basically what my bank is saying is like, look, if you're spending any amount of money, we think your credit card's been stolen, basically. That's what they're saying. It's insulting. No, like I said, they called me, so I talked to the dude, and I was like, why are you guys calling me about this? It's chips, you know what I mean? And he was just like, well, there's a policy where if you spend more than 60% of the money in your accounts, you're verified. Basically, I had $7-ish, I'm assuming. I haven't even checked that in a year, you know what I mean? There's no need. I haven't been spending money. You want to steal my credit card? Take my credit, you know what I mean? Alright, we're working on it. It's a work in progress. What else do we got? I'm not going to remember all these jokes because some of them might not be here next week. That's how this works. Alright, oh yeah, my friends invented a product that makes your fecal matter doesn't have an odor. You know what I mean? Smellless. I don't like it. He's all cocky now. He's walking around like his shit doesn't stink. Right? It's so dumb. That's a tweet at best. Jesus Christ. All right, this next one. You guys ever take a good, long, hard look at your life, and then you're just like, wait a minute, what's Matt Damon doing here?
I wish.
That's retarded. All right. That's the joke. Don't think about it. If you're like, there's a next level to that I'm not understanding, there's not. It's face, take it at face value. Alright. Been trying to lose weight lately. Trying to lose weight. Doing all the usual things they say to do, you know, working out, eating right, snorting heroin, you know. That's it. That's like the start of a joke that would be like a minute-long piece, but right now I just have to start. So if I could like, if anyone wants to sell me the end of that joke for $5 or $10 worth of weed, I will do it. Sorry, I just remembered I'm performing for like 8-year-olds right now. That's fun. This isn't a usual environment. I'm trying to look through this. Have I gotten a light yet? I did? Alright, right on. Alright, I'm gonna try to find, there might be 5 seconds of silence, right? Silas? That's a character from Weeds. Remember Silas? Started out so innocent.
No, he didn't.
Someone's phone's ringing right now.
I think it's just the music soundtrack.
Wait, has there been music playing this whole time? There has been? Just subtle music. I feel like with every comic it's going to get louder and louder until eventually they all just decide to leave. That's their strategy. I was going to do a closer, but now I think I'm just going to leave. Castleberry, get up here, huh? Yeah. Got it one more time for Matt Black. All right, keep this rolling. Next comic coming to the stage. I believe it's his first time performing here at Spacebar. Let's give it up for Brian Faust.
Thanks, guys. Before I start, I just want to ask you, did you know that there's going to be an open mic here tonight?
Did I know?
Yeah.
Why?
Did you just come here to like use the internet and now you're being bombarded with hit and miss comedy?
No, I knew.
Okay. All right, that's good. That's good.
I just came here to check Facebook.
There you go. There you go. My girlfriend was trying to motivate me into losing weight. So she said that she wouldn't sleep with me again until I lost 20 pounds. We broke up so fast. So fast. She had a point, though. Sometimes I look at myself in the mirror, and I'm just like, ugh. I'm like in my 3rd trimester of fat. Ugh. As you get older, kids, you start realizing things that you didn't know when you were younger. I recently realized that Kurt Russell's character in the great 80s comedy Overboard was guilty of several very serious felonies. And that's just not cool. I mean, he tricked her into slavery. That's the whole premise of that film. And it's PG. Something else I recently realized. There are many offensive words that I won't say right now. But they're offensive on their own. They don't need any help. But there are some words that only become offensive if you repeat them. For example, if you were to say, oh yeah, Steve, he's black. That's not offensive. But if you were to say, oh yeah, Steve, he's black, that sounds super racist and he should knock it off. That's not cool at all. I'm an atheist. I used to be religious, but now I'm atheist. And I don't like most atheists, because I find them to be very condescending. But on the other hand, when a religious person finds out that you're atheist, they want the story. They want to know why you're not religious anymore. And they want like a tragic story. Like, oh, curse the Lord for taking my wife. How could there be a God? But I don't have that story. So when a religious person asks me why I'm atheist, it's hard not sounding condescending. They're like, what happened? Why are you an atheist? I'm like, just my brain. Just my human evolved brain. And an adult amount of logic. No, but I used to be religious, but as when you grow up religious, they tell you, like, okay, listen, kids, when you start getting older, the devil might try and trick you with questions that don't make sense. And at first you're scared about it, like you start having your own independent thoughts. You're like, oh, you know what? 2 of every animal on one boat? That doesn't sound right. Uh-oh, that's the devil. There he is. And then you get older, it's like, no, that's just logic. That was just logic creeping its ugly head in. And I got mad at first, being duped. But then I started respecting it, like the hustle of it. Like, you telling me that you get 10% of these people's money every week, tax-free? Man, I gotta get in on that. And that's how Mormonism was born. Alright, thank you guys so much.
Ryan Faust, everybody. Okay, gonna keep this rolling right along, as I'm gonna be saying for the rest of the evening. Next comic coming to the stage. He's been here pretty much every single open mic we've done here, I think. So I guess that counts as a regular at this point. Give it up for Jerry Marsh.
Hey, how about that? How thoughtful. He did just like it. He did just the mic stand for look.
But
Regular here today. Oh, at the Spacebar. Regular open micer. Said, well, I was gonna do a set, but the kids here. It's just like, oh. It's like, well, there went all but 30 seconds of my set. Okay, I guess I can do this.
just replace words.
Huh?
Just replace words.
Okay. Say, whose birthday is it today? Anybody got a birthday today?
You can pretend it's my birthday.
I see a hand.
Is it your birthday?
You pretend it's oh. Never mind, I was going to say.
It's my birthday.
Never mind, huh?
It's my birthday.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
It's your birthday today.
Happy
Guys, that's his birthday today.
Yay!
Okay, I'm not afraid of snakes.
Okay.
Because they're armless.
Ha ha.
Snakes have no arms.
But
And that's all I can do. That's the rest of us. The rest of us not clean, so I can't do it. You think after a long walk, dogs say, man, my people are killing me? I thought you were going to come out on the stage. I was like, oh, what do you know? Cats are really weird.
Hey.
Like, huh? Cats are really weird. Like, people get together in groups and hang around with sad women who will never get married or have kids. Do you understand about eating Chinese food? You just ate cat.
No.
I wonder how cavemen would do in today's dating world. I imagine I'd have to keep saying, no, you don't hit women with a club, you hit on them at a club. Caveman and Chris Brown.
Oh.
Yeah, so I was a cowboy once. I didn't want to be one, but I got roped into it.
Shut up.
Let me see. I don't have much left. Let's see. You guys remember Abbott Costello?
Vaguely. Vaguely.
Okay, I'll do some for you. Here's Abbott Costello going to the Who concert. Okay? Hey, Abbott, what concert are we going to again tonight? The Who. The band is playing. The Who. The group is playing. The Who. That's what I want to know. The Who. The Who is playing. What are you asking me for? I'm not asking. I'm telling you. The Who is playing. Look, who's playing? That's right. What's right? The Who's playing. What are you asking me for? I'm not asking you. I'm telling you. The Who is playing. Look, is there a band playing tonight? Yes. Then who's playing? That's right. When that band gets paid, who gets the money? Everybody. Why not? They earned it. What's the name of the band? No, the Who's the name of the band. I don't know. Third base. No, third base isn't playing anymore. They broke up a long time ago. Oh, was late? Oh. Well, that's quick. That's quick. Let's see, what else can I do? What can I have done? I can do some voices. Yeah. You kids like voices?
Yay.
Okay, I'll try some for you. Let's see. Yogi Bear. Hey, boo-boo. I'm smarter than the average bear. Let me see here. Dudley, do it. Now, now. Lenny on The Simpsons. Hey, Homer. Ralph Wiggum. My cat's pretzels and cat food. My cat's name is Mittens. Quick Draw McGraw. I'm all done there. Not a Louis. Oh, do that feeling around here. Oh, you forget it. I didn't get to like the voices. I like that too. I guess I'll have to. Okay, I guess I'll close with this. I'm Snagglepuss. I just have to lay. So let's exit. Stage right. Thanks, everybody. Hey, Marsh, you're back.
Jerry Marsh crushing with the kids. Yeah. You know, I'm starting to think maybe I should just do voices for like my entire sets now. Like that seems like people love that stuff. They don't even need to understand what you're saying. Like if you just make a voice, like people laugh.
Yep.
It's awesome. I'm gonna bring out my 1940s guy all the time, except for right now, because I'm gonna bring up your next comic. Maybe I should just announce people like using a different voice, like oh Mickey Mouse, like oh, let's get Matt Zinn to the stage. Anyway, yeah, hey, give it up for Matt Zinn.
Kind of broke my eardrum.
People.
Uh-oh.
Shut it off.
Great start.
Not an omen, I promise.
Okay.
No, Baba.
I want to let everyone in the crowd know that is the best Mickey Mouse impression I have heard today. And it is also the only Mickey Mouse impression I have heard today. Very excited there are children in the audience. As an adult, it's not very often I get to do the jokes I'd really like to do. Do you people know why the baby strawberry was crying?
I don't know.
I'm scared.
Because his mother was in a jam.
Oh.
I do kids' parties, bar mitzvahs, sweet 16s. Available for hire. As you can't tell by me here tonight, I work for cheap. But what I'm saying is, I really would like to talk about the chickens. But I realized I'd much rather prefer to talk about the turtles. Do you people have any idea why the turtle crossed the road?
I don't know.
It was to get to the Shell station. Because turtles have shells. But guys, I'll only be here for another 3 minutes. What I'm saying is, I think these kids might know how to play a game. I have no idea what it's about. Can you guys teach me how to play backgammon later?
This game is all about something you know.
I don't even think they know I'm speaking to them, which...
I know what you're speaking about. You just put one in the hole.
Oh, okay.
This is backgammon.
I just got told off by a child. It goes to show you people how well I deal with the crowd, doesn't it? When a child speaks to me in my head, I'm thinking, I got nothing. How am I going to handle drunk adults at bars?
About the same way.
Yeah.
You're right, I'll be stumped. It's embarrassing, people. People are asking me where they can see me, what shows I've been doing. And it's very embarrassing because right now I'm exclusively doing the coffee shop circuit.
Start small.
Start small, yes, to be big later. A funny expression is that people like to say is go big or go home. But it's funny because you can go to a buffet and just go home big.
I like that.
Thank you. That was a fat joke. I've really lowered the standards tonight. But now I've got to dig myself out of a hole. And it's funny that who has ever gotten out of a hole by making the hole deeper and bigger? That's why the best way to get out of a hole is to stop digging. But these are semantic jokes that children don't understand.
I don't understand either.
That's because it's poor writing. One thing I've learned by doing stand-up comedy for almost a week and a half now is they can't all be gems. Sometimes you get a granite pebble and you throw it away. It's not a valuable mineral or vegetable. Speaking of vegetables and minerals, I was at Trader Joe's. And what happened was, a child saw me and he said to his mother, "He's very tall. When he was younger, he must have eaten a lot of fruits and vegetables." And I wanted to look at him and say, that must be what you aren't eating. Because he was fat. I can't end like that. So I'll end on this. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Michael. Appreciate it, sir. Try not to flip this switch on. I know. I've done it a couple times.
Give it up for Matt Zinn, everybody. All right. Oh, look. Is this like the whole thing being recorded?
He said it was okay.
He said it was. I'm not angry about it. It's like it wasn't an accusation. So you just came here to check your Facebook, and this is where what ends up happening. Huh?
I never knew this place existed.
You didn't know it either. Who drug you here?
Well, actually, I volunteered.
Okay, who did you volunteer to come here for?
Myself.
Yourself? This is a terrible crowd work I got going on right now. Anyway, we're going to move this along then, because I'm getting nowhere on that one. All right, your next comic coming to the stage is a very funny guy. Give it up for Dante Cordova.
I didn't really come here to check Facebook, by the way.
Facebook's cool, yeah. Facebook's cool. You know what's weird about Facebook? You know when your friend, you're scrolling through Facebook and then your friend, it says, is in a new relationship. The first thing you do is click that photo, right? You want to know who it is, and you want to know if they're hotter than you. And then if it's a picture of a waterfall, you already know you win, because hot people post pictures of their face. They don't hide it. All right, let's get on topic. It's terrible. Oh my God. So I'm black, you guys. Welcome to the club. Don't worry, I'm not dangerous.
Coffee.
I love techno and Project Runway, so I'm not that dangerous. Oh my God, I love Project Runway. And my girlfriend hates when I watch it, because then I don't want to touch her. She'll be in bed trying to make a move. I'm like, oh my God, how can you be horny right now when these drapes do not match our duvet? Come on. Ew, don't touch me. Please tell me you're not wearing neutral tone pajamas in summer. It's terrible. Oh.
Pajamas.
Neutral tone pajamas. Okay. You have the friend that you hate, right? We all have a friend we hate. My friend, her name is Gretchen. It's always a girl. Her name is Gretchen, and she always brags about things that aren't really compliments, but she doesn't know. She thinks she's gifted, you know. Like the other day, I was like, "Hey, Karen, Gretchen, you remember that? Gretchen, you remember that jacket I saw at the mall? I forget what color it was. I really liked it. You remember what color it was?" She's like, "Oh, I have a photographic memory. I remember it was red. Because my photographic memory." Like, no, that's just called regular memory, Gretchen. As opposed to what? Memories that are only in audio? Hey, Gretchen, you remember what that jacket looked like? No, but I remember what it sounded like. Sounded great. It would sound great on you. Oh, gosh. I used to live in Escondido, which is a pretty dangerous area. Not just dangerous, there's a lot of gangs in Escondido. We have a big gang, it's called Diablo's Gang. Right, and all the gangsters are named after scary, like, Catholic creatures, you know? Like there's a little demon, right? They're all tiny, because they named themselves little. There's little demon, little Casper, there's like little ghosts, you know? Like that's scary to kids, but I'm an adult now, you know? That doesn't scare me anymore. Real life tragedies scare me, you know? For a gangster to scare me, you have to be like,
Better watch out, fool. Oh.
hello? Okay. Is this thing on? Do people still make that joke? So the gangster would be like, hey man, you better watch out. This right here, this is young heart disease, dog. You better watch out. #1 killer of Americans. You don't know him. This right here, this is AIDS, dude. We used to think he only killed gay people and blacks, but he kills everybody. Most deadly. This is young breast cancer, dog. He has bracelets. Oh my god. It's hard to do comedy nowadays. It's hard to compete with all this. People's attention span is just getting so short, you know? Shorter and shorter. There's Vine, there's tweets. You know how funny it is to try to squeeze something that's hilarious into 140 characters?
Oh, yeah.
But
Alright, guys. This has been fun. This is cool. Alright. Spacebar. Alright. Alt delete.
control.
Dante Cordova, everybody. Twice I've shut that off now. All right. I'm just gonna admire myself on this video recording here now. I feel
Take
like
your time.
I feel like this is just gonna be a documentary about like, look at all the failing comedians in San Diego, and it's gonna be all up on YouTube, and that's how we're gonna get famous, guys. Yes. Woo! Woo! Anywho, let's move this show right along. Again, your next comic coming to the stage. He's a funny guy. He's here regularly. Give it up for Tommy Brown.
I'm getting so many joke ideas. It's crazy.
I'm already being dirty in front of the children. I'll figure this out and then I'll get off stage.
Oh my god.
German bird. We killed the Jews. We killed the Jews.
That's funny.
Yeah. It was funny. I got one by you kids, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
I figured it out. Applause.
Oh.
It's pandering, and that's beyond, I don't need that. I'm better than that. So, how about bird call? I've become a famous ornithologist, which means, never mind, because there are children here. And so I will do bird call, and you can decide what bird this is. Bird call.
Oh.
Platypus.
It was a farting bird.
I know that.
Ah!
I said the farting
You
bird.
kids, I bet you get very good grades in school.
I'm smart.
You don't have to, explain that joke to your teachers. But just a second. For this next joke, I have to do something incredibly stagey and disgusting.
Don't do it.
More than what you just did.
Yes, more than what I just did. Now, what I'm doing now, ladies and gentlemen, is not funny. But after you forget what's going on, you'll find it boring. Oh, yeah, the mic isn't on. There it is. This is good. This is very good because it has to do with the Pope. The Pope. Children, now listen up. You look like very good little Catholics. The Pope canonizes the saints. Oh, when the saints, little boys. And, okay. They didn't know what I was talking about. They didn't know. But what is canonization of a saint? Well, the Pope puts the saint into a cannon and he goes into heaven. I stand by that joke. These are jokes, by the way. This is comedy, so, you know, laugh. On the subject of comedy, I have been doing comedy for about 2.5 minutes, and he gave me the light, so I'm going to have to finish it up with something here. What do I finish it up? My big closer, people. My big closer. Crowded elevators smell different to midgets. That's still farty, isn't it? No, that's not good. Children. I've done a lot of children's stuff. How do you put an elephant into a refrigerator?
Oh.
You open the refrigerator and you put the elephant in. How do you put a giraffe into a refrigerator?
By dunking its little head. Dunking his head.
You kids are brilliant. But you first have to take the elephant out.
But
Thank you.
But you might have to pull its tail out.
You might have to pull its tail out, exactly. By dunking its head, its big old neck and its head.
All right, give it up one more time for Tommy there, huh? All right, we got like 2 comics left for the evening, so keep that tepid energy level up for your next comic here. Give it up for Jesse Switzer.
Is it too late to sign up?
You want to sign up? All right.
Is it too
No,
late?
it's not too late to sign up.
Never too late.
I came up with these jokes 10 seconds ago.
So let's give it up for our soon-to-be former mayor, Bob Filner, huh?
Woo!
Friday's his last day. All right. What's with these politicians doing stuff that's related to their last names, right? Like you got Wiener taking pictures of his wiener and posting them all over the place. You got Filner. Okay, for those, if you guys don't know, Filner's not actually his real last name. It's actually been abbreviated. His real last name is Filner.
Oh.
Yeah, it's Norwegian or something.
That's weird.
That's weird.
That's weird.
So, I mean, 18 women now have come out against him saying that he sexually harassed them, right? Now, I've got to call BS on the 17th one, the 67-year-old great-grandmother. That's stretching a little too far, you know. She comes out claiming that he kissed her on the lips and he told her, yeah, I think I could last 8 hours. Now, look, I think what he meant was he thinks he could last 8 hours working with her throughout the day. You know, you have to see her and deal with her. So, but now you got all these guys, you know, we're going to have another mayoral race, and the guy who came second place to him, this guy, Carlos De Mayo, well, now there's reports there's allegations of him filling himself up a few years ago. So we go from a mayor who's feeling her to a mayor who's feeling himself. Yeah. Okay, I had that worked out differently in my head. It came out different. So, first time. Anyway.
Good try.
Moving on. I'm sure it's no surprise to everyone in here. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I like to eat. I'm also very poor, so I have to find ways to stretch my dollar out as best I can. For example, like when I go to Jack in the Box, they have the Jumbo Jack, right? It's like $1.79 with cheese, $1.99. But I figured out if you get the big cheeseburger and then ask for all the stuff they put on the Jumbo Jack, it comes out 60 cents cheaper. Or an even better deal is the ultimate cheeseburger, right? Comes out to like $4.50, $5. But if you get 2 big cheeseburgers at $1.29, toss the buns on one and put it together, there you go. You save like $2.50. So what I do is I buy 4 big cheeseburgers and I end up saving $5. I'm the winner, right? And do you guys know that there's this secret menu item for McDonald's? I was listening to the radio one time and they were talking about this secret menu item. It's called a McGangbang.
What?
It's basically it's a McChicken sandwich
in between a double cheeseburger.
What?
I mean, it's got to be the most disgusting sounding thing I've ever heard in my life, right? So, I'm telling everyone at work, talking smack about it. And of course, when I get off of work, I end up driving to a McDonald's, and I proceed to order a McChicken and a double cheeseburger, and I make a McGangbang. Now, I can see why they call it that, because I felt the same guilt that you would feel after you finished participating in a gangbang. But then again, why would they call it a McGangbang? Because when you eat this, you're only effing yourself. See, I kept it clean for the kids. All right, that's my time.
Give it up for Jesse Switzer! Jesse Egan's favorite comedian. Oh my God. Do you have you still have that podcast and stuff? I could plug that right now if you want.
Yeah, like 5 people listen to this already.
Oh. That's more than, I don't have a podcast at all, so that's 5 more people than I got going for me.
On Hold with Matt and Jesse.
What's it called?
On Hold with Matt and Jesse.
On Hold with Matt and Jesse is the name of his podcast. He's also a regular caller into Howard Stern. So if you've ever listened to him, he is Jesse from San Diego. So we're going to roll this along now. Your next comic on the stage, buddy guy. Give it up for Matt Warburton.
Oh, yeah. Check, jiggity check, check. So I can probably guess what you're all thinking. Does that guy live at the gym? Well, those are kind of a strong choice of words. I choose avoid, but thank you very much. I haven't been going to the gym too often. I can't really trust myself on those machines because I actually dislocated both of my shoulders one time, doing one of those lift machines. Which really, it's like a whole new level of out of shape when your body physically deteriorates from the thought of exercise. Like my arms realized how much I was gonna pull, and they're like, "Nah, you have fun with that." But the worst part about it is that I was more worried about looking foolish than I was that my arms were no longer properly attached to my body. I just kind of played it off like it was just like a pre-lift stretch that I was doing. Like, oh yeah, it's great. First off, I let my arms just kind of flop to the sides. I go, ah! And then I can reach my toes while standing up. It's real deep. But I don't do this all the time. I also I work at SeaWorld. I work backstage at the dolphin show. And one of the things, when they first came out with it, they're like, hey, we want our backstage techs to look just like our trainers out on stage. We want to dress them exactly like we want to dress the techs who are way less athletic, like the people who are just, benching dolphins all day. And really, it was pretty horrifying because they actually got wetsuits. But we got the cover-ups, the things that they put over the wetsuits. I looked like a model for Dr. Seuss characters. Anyway, so one of the things about me is that I'm an epileptic. I just said that so I could weird up the energy in the room a little bit more. But whenever people find out that I have epilepsy, they're like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, I'm not. Seizures are awesome. Seriously, the actual main seizure part of it, you're unconscious for that. So, I mean, that's pretty easy. But, actually, once you come out of it, it feels like the deepest sleep that you've ever had. One of those, really good sleeps, where you can't remember your name or the date or who the president is. Which is the worst because those are always the 3 questions that they ask you, right away. It's like the worst pop quiz ever. And but the next thing that you'll realize is that all of your muscles are really sore because you just had the most intense workout that you've ever had in your entire life, and you were unconscious for it. Which really, the worst part of working out is being conscious for it. So the fact that I have that little function built into me, I call that a gift. Because I don't need a gym membership. I just need a subscription to anime. I found out recently that they were working on a Captain Planet live-action movie. Which, really, that's kind of scraping the barrel right there of all the superheroes. Captain Planet, he's like the albino environmentalist with the vanilla ice hairdo. Like, yo, we a tree. Let's kick it. Where's your mother, Earth? He's like the worst superhero. And you can tell a good superhero by the villains that they fight. Like Batman fought the Joker. Spider-Man fought the Green Goblin. Captain Planet fought Litter. And like he was followed around by a bunch of little kids, the Planeteers, and they summoned him by smacking little mood rings together and calling out the names of music groups. Like Earth, Wind, Fire, ABBA! Thank you everybody, my name is Matt Warburton. Let's hand it to you.
Is that how I'm supposed to say it? Matt Warburton!
It is now.
Oh, good, good. I like silly voices. That's my thing I'm into. I gotta tell you though, man, true story, I actually tried to get a job at SeaWorld a while back as a tour guide, and that didn't work out for me. I was hanging out and they have a audition process where you gotta do a little presentation on tide pools, and they put you in a little staging area with everybody else trying to get the same position. I looked around and I was like, oh wow, there are a lot of blonde girls with big boobs here right now. I'm not getting this job. Okay, your next comic come to the stage. She just signed up a couple minutes ago. Is this your first time doing comedy ever?
Pretty much.
Oh, awesome.
Stand up.
This is what we live for here. Give it up for Cleo McKeever.
Hi. So, I wasn't kidding. I literally had never heard of this place until about 10 minutes until I arrived. Before I arrived. Time, travel, whatever. But don't worry, because I have a YouTube channel. I am quite experienced at making a fool of myself for public approval, so it's good. I'm prepared. So these are all jokes that I literally just came up with as I was listening to other people. Don't worry, I didn't rip off your material. Most of it wasn't really worth ripping off, but that's kidding. I'm kidding. I'm joking. I love you. Don't kill me. Please don't follow me home. Okay, so let's see. How about? I know this guy's a nerd. Who's a nerd? Yeah, nerds! Woo! No, I mean real nerd. Okay, none of this. Oh, I'm a gamer. I play Candy Crush. No, go die in a fire. I'm sorry, but no. No. I'm a gamer, as you might have taken from the fact that I keep talking about games. And as you might expect, I'm also a girl. This results in some pretty interesting situations, namely in places where a lot of freaking girls are, but apparently the moment you step past those golden archways, no, I'm not talking about Madonna. What? McDonald's. Wow, this is why you practice before you do this stuff. No, GameStop, that kind of place. For some reason, as soon as you walk past those doors, it doesn't matter that you might look like a girl. It just immediately goes into there are no girls on the internet mode, and everyone that looks at you assumes that this is like a fake body, and you obviously must be a dude. You're dressed as girls so you can get a discount or something. I don't know. This is not World of Warcraft, people. This is commerce. That doesn't actually happen. It hasn't happened since, well, it happens at Red Fairs, they try to charge you like $200 and you're like, I don't have that much. They're like, okay, $300. They're like, that's not how this works. Anyway, so as you might expect, a lot of my games I buy online because it's a better deal, and because I don't have to deal with situations like this. Brian, would you help me out? Now, you're the girl.
Okay.
Be girly. Do it. Alright, so this is me, he's me, right now, body switch, ooh. And he's looking at some games. Okay, you can stop playing with yourself, look at the games, look at the pretend games. So shiny, I'm the guy. So, you're looking at some games there for your boyfriend?
No, I just like games.
She likes games. Yeah, you like your Candy Crush. You like The Sims. I don't know why I have this accent. I just suddenly do. You like playing with your Pokemans. You got your little Pikachu. Yeah, well, you need to play a real game. but Call of Duty. At that point, I usually kick him in the nuts. No, she'd have kick him out of the store. That'd be terrible. I don't know what that means.
That means you got 1 minute.
Oh, 1 minute. Okay. Only got 1 minute to save the world. But anyway, yeah, basically, long story short, being a girl, being in game stores is awkward for all of us involved. I guess the last joke I'll make, who watches anime? Woo! We must unite! So, I used to be really into anime, and then I kind of stopped watching it because I got a brain. But recently I lost my brain, so I like anime again. Unfortunately, I've never really liked the same series that other people like. You know, there's freaking Bleach, don't make fun of my hair. Naruto, believe it. And of course there's Death Note. See if I can do this without falling on my ass. The butler did it. Only people that actually watch Death Note will know what the heck that means. But no, the one that's really big now is Attack on Titan. And for those of you, aka probably all of you who don't watch it, basically it's about giant, creepy-looking anatomical models that eat people. And it is super popular. And I don't know why. Every single episode is, oh no, I'm useless! Oh, I'll save you, power of friendship! Dead! Literally, you think Game of Thrones kills a lot of characters? Watch Attack on Titan. But it's apparently really, really popular, and it just kind of blows my mind. I like anime where characters don't die every single episode. But that's about it. Okay, I don't know how to close this. Bye! I have business cards. Did you like my YouTube channel?
Good job for first time there. This is why people practice before you get up. The open mic is the practice, sweetheart. I don't blame you. I buy all my games online because I can't handle walking into like GameStop anymore. It's like
depressing.
Well, yeah, it's just like nothing but like turbo nerds hang out at those places now. I used to work at Hollywood Video when they had Game Crazy, and it was just like, oh, it's like a pit of despair every time I walked in there. It was horrible. Although it was funny when like this coked up stripper went in there to buy a PlayStation 2. That was fun. The dude was like, dude, she's so high, I charged her for the warranty and she didn't even know it. I was like, that is awesome of you, guy. What is wrong with you? It was funny to me, at least. Seriously. Oh my god. That was like a decade ago, too.
Yeah.
Jesus. That's the thing, yeah. I just turned 33 last month, and I was like 23 when I worked there. All right. Looks like we got one comic left, and unless anybody else decides to sign up at the last minute. Yeah, why don't you sign up Isabel? She's got at least one knock-knock joke that I know of.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. That's right. I brought a 5-year-old to heckle because you know what? If she heckles me all the time, it's your guys' turn. All right, your last comic coming up to the stage. Go for Javier Castro.
Get off the mic. What did I do today? I took the kids out to go watch a movie, Turbo, and it was pretty awesome. For them it was. But I noticed that parents that take their kids, I don't know if this is going to be fun, I'm just going to talk smack. And I saw that the mom had bought popcorn for like 5 kids, and I said, are they all going to reach in the same bag? And she said, no, all 5 kids are going to get their own containers, right? And little courtesy cups, like smart mom, right? And I'm thinking, you know what, maybe I could use this to my advantage. You know, especially like if you two are on a date or you're on a date with somebody and the guy is stressed out for cash, doesn't have any money, right? All he's got to do is walk up to the concierge, right? But if he's on a date, he's got to make sure that the girl is sitting somewhere else, right? This is how it's going to work. You might take a few notes, okay? So you walk your date to the other theater. He said, you wait for me right there while I go get the popcorn. And the girl is going to say, oh yeah, how considerate of him. He really wants me to save these seats while he goes gets the popcorn. And while you go out to get the popcorn, you wait for other theaters that are coming out. Because in CMC and JMC, all those theaters, what's happening is a lot of people are leaving their empty containers there. And if you know, you get refills on those containers. So I'm not saying for you to grab a whole bunch of them and make a full one of empty ones. I'm just saying that get the old containers, take them to the concierge, and get your refills. But you might want to damage the packages so you don't get somebody else's germs. So you might want to try that, moms, all right? It's free popcorn. I have a friend that's getting married to this lady from Mexico, and he doesn't speak a word of, she doesn't speak a word of English, and he doesn't speak a word of Spanish. And they're always asking me, or he's asking me, how do you say this to her? How do you say that to her? And finally he says, teach me Spanish. And I told him, look, I'm going to do you a favor that's going to help out in your relationship, in your marriage. I am not going to teach you any Spanish. And he's like, how is that going to help me? And I told him, because you are going to go into this relationship, into this marriage with something that every single married man on this planet wishes they had. The language barrier. In fact, a lot of the married guys in here wish they had a language barrier. So you see when she snaps at him, hey, me quemaste los frijoles, idiota. All you gotta say, hey, yo no hablo español. But I did give him advice. I said, look, whatever your wife tells you to do, never finish it. Because they always give you something else to do. And if she complains, well, just tell her, you're a perfectionist. You're a perfectionist. And you know perfectionist people, right? They never finish anything. So when she approaches you, hey, you haven't done the dishes they've been collecting all day there? Or you gotta say, hey, I'm still trying to figure out the approach to the dishwashing liquid, That's how it works. And then she'll do it herself, you see? That'll teach her. You guys are a fun crowd. Thank you very much. Moms. Thank you, Matt.
We're gonna do this. All right, there we go.
That was so much fail all at once there. Just, let's hand it off. No, let's fist bump. Let's do this. And let's do that. And let's let Mike end up looking way more disabled than he really is. That's what just happened there. Dude, he figured out, I tell you though, that's exactly the reason why I used to date like almost nothing but Mexican chicks. Like, not so much like they don't speak English, but it's like when you piss them off good enough, they don't translate the mean stuff they have to say to you anymore, and I can just pretend they're saying nice things to me. Right up until it hits a word that I understand. It's like, whoa, 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 what did you say about my madre? I got that. Okay, so anyway, I lied about that being the last comic. We had one just show up right at the last minute. So regular at the Comedy Store in La Jolla. Get it up for Peter Bandick. Peter!
Oh, hey, I know you.
I know you.
Hey, where do you know me from?
Grossmont?
Where's Smart?
Maybe?
No.
I know you from somewhere.
It's the uglier version of me, you know.
I know you from somewhere.
I'm
we'll
a fan of that town. Did you perform tonight?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, the one non-performer in the audience tonight. Wait, you're...
Yeah.
That's weird. A little thrown off. God damn it.
Everyone else got through it.
Well, are they all as insecure about their body image as this guy?
Yeah.
Here. Let's dance a little bit.
There. No, you can't see.
Shake out the old nerves.
You're
all
great.
Right. Hey, look, I'm here to close this fucking show out.
Yeah.
With some jokes. All right. Joke number one. I don't know. I feel like when you read jokes, I don't know. Hey, how come when food is on special it costs less, but when kids are on special they cost a hell of a lot more? What the hell? Is that joke mean?
Hilariously mean.
I'm not going for mean. I'm going for being clever. Whatever. Hey, I wrote a lot of I like my women like I like my coffee. Has anyone done those jokes tonight?
Nope.
Possibly.
Actually, he did.
A small man, nothing.
He did it for once.
Well,
We were much too highbrow tonight.
What's up?
We were much too highbrow tonight.
Highbrow. Look at drag that down. I just had a set at the Comedy Store where it was literally silence for the first 3 minutes as I did my highbrow stuff, and then I said, all right, I'm gonna tell some dick jokes. And then I really defiantly went, all right, so I like the word dick for dick. My least favorite word, oh, sorry. How much English does she know? A lot. The bad parts?
A lot.
Ah, damn, you answered me. Shouldn't have said damn. You learned a lot tonight.
Feel the pressure.
Welcome to adulthood. Alright. That story wasn't interesting anyway. Here is my, my coffee jokes. Let's make this worthwhile. I like my women like I like my coffee. Hot, black, and with less rights than men. Alright.
Wow. Lol, question mark?
Here's some better ones. I like my women like I like my coffee, giving me the energy to get through each and every day.
Aww.
I like my women like I like my coffee, filling me with warmth at every embrace. I like my women like my coffee, taking me back to a place where I felt cherished and loved. I like my women like I like my coffee, the best part of waking up.
Is your girlfriend here and you're trying to...
No, I think sentimentality's hilarious. Ah, man. I was going to tell a jerk-off story. You can say jerk-off, right?
Sure.
You don't learn what a jerk-off is. I was going to tell that. Okay. I'll tell it in the most covert terms I can think of. Okay, so I did not start jerking off. Okay, this is Aaron. I did not start jerking off until I was 23 years old. This is a real thing. I'm 27 right now. This didn't happen last weekend. I'm like, guys, I'm part of the club. It's awesome. Alright, I'll just wrap this up. Okay, so I all through high school and college, I thought it just felt weird. And then one day when I was 23, it felt great. Been a big part of my life ever since. And so what I'd like to, I don't know what changed my brain, but what I'd like to imagine what happened is that my standards for my younger self were too high to have sex with me. So I was like, I'm not gonna bang this 16-year-old kid who lives at home. He's got acne. And I got through 23. He's like, all right, this guy's a little bit more mature. He's got his degree. Let's make him happy. Shouldn't have made the motion.
It's the shake weight. It's okay.
Yeah, just working out that wrist. That still is too on the nose. All right, well, I'm glad I came here. I hope the show was great. Brought a little joy to this evening. I'm going to say that. All right, thank you.
Peter Bandic, everybody. Oh my God, I love that. I love that. It covertly is whispering into a microphone. That was awesome. That's how much English does she know? Too much is the answer to that one. As a matter of fact, you need to teach her more Spanish so she can at least be bratty in a different language that I don't understand.
I know. Maloma.
Oh yeah? See? She can be a jerk in multiple languages. Just tearing into a 5-year-old at this point in front of everybody. Hey, what the hell? This is where my life's at right now, guys. So that's the end of the show. Thank you for everybody that showed up and watched and hung tight with it. Unlike some people that have showed up and then bailed right away when they're like, oh God, there are people telling jokes here. I need to get the heck out of here right now. It's a lot of fun. We do this, like I said, every second and fourth Wednesday of the month. My name is Mike Castleberry. I host this thing I was supposed to be hosting it with another guy. He still hasn't done it yet. I don't know. I don't even have him on the flyer anymore. We'll see what happens there.
Set his house on fire.
That seems a little rash. That's
That's my go-to.
That's your go-to for everything?
Yeah.
You're single, aren't you? Set a lot of guys' houses on fire?
Yes.
My house is getting set on fire later, isn't it? Ha ha.
No, you probably live in a duplex.
I don't.
Oh, okay.
Please don't set my house on fire, because it's also I live with my parents, and I don't want you setting my parents' fish on fire. That's really where it is.
Okay.
The fish are awesome. You can kill my parents, though.
Oh,
That's
okay.
all right. Let's get real dark right out of nowhere, right at the end. Just screw with everybody. Just be like, oh no, Mike wants this. What? Okay, we're going to wrap this up then. Thanks, everybody, once again. Get home safe.